friends. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I want to say happy Good Friday, but I mean, I'm happy there was a Good Friday, but is it really happy Good Friday? You know, that's weird. Anyway, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. How is everyone today? Let me find me. Of course, I'm on the wrong page over here. Hope everyone is doing great. There I am. All right. So weird being live at 4 o'clock on a Friday. Strange. But that's all right. I'm checking out all the times this month, I do believe. We've got Strange Time on Friday, and hey, Tracy. Strange Times, just all the Strange Times. But that's all right. Like I said, I'm going to check it all out. Hey, Dana, I am good. How are you today? And Linda, how are you, my friend? We'll do some pockets today. And you know, it was really hard to choose from doing... You thought today was Saturday? I know. Well, I just did a nail client, and I usually do her on Tuesdays. And hey, Robin, good morning. I usually do her on Tuesdays, and it was so weird. She's like, now what do I do the rest of the week? I'm like, it is the rest of the week. She said, I know. Oh, Dana, that's great to hear. That is great to hear. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. I called my daughter, my baby, Clara. She came in from school, and she was wearing something that my daughter and I had a big old conversation about the other day, my other daughter. And the one in the UK, Grace. And so I had to call her and show her Claire's picture, and we laughed about that. Well, then, of course, we had to chit-chat for a minute. So I'm a couple minutes late, but I'm going to call her back when we get finished. I'm so thankful for free long distance. So thankful, for sure. All right. Hope your weather is good. It's really pretty here. It's kind of overcast, but it's nice and warm, but it's not humid yet. It's really nice here. Okay. Well, we are going, like I said, to do some pockets today. I've got, isn't that pretty? I wonder where that came from. Let's stick this over here. I've got so many oh, that was with this stuff. I don't know what that's for, though. This book has so many things. I don't even know what's going on. But, oh, that's good. Are you in Virginia, Dana? Where are you? I hear Claire talking to somebody. I don't know who she's talking to. But we're going to use what we cut from our master board. We're going to start with that. And then we're going to make, whether it's the same, it's so pretty. You know, after Easter, then it's summer. It is what it is, right? Let's see. Where is it? Well, it was just here. Oh, there. We're going to make one of these. These are kind of fun. I like those. Have you guys made those before? Those pop-up ones they're made out of bags, bottoms of bags. So we'll do that, and then we'll use the top of the bag to make a better pocket than this. This is a disaster. And then I think we're going to make hey, Amy. South Carolina. That's where you are. That's where you are. I knew you were on the coast, but I couldn't remember where. Yay, Tammy. That's exciting. What are you going to be making? What kind of book? I love that. That's exciting. Did I say hi to Carol? I did in my head. All right. Then we're going to make what are they called? You guys, I even took my brain fog medicine today. I'm sorry. I always have such a brain fog. Words are so hard for me. I tell you, menopause just did me in. An ephemera holder. So the kind that like accordions out, we're going to make that kind of a pocket. And I think that's going to do us because all the other pockets I want to make are flip-flop pockets. And we're going to do those on a separate day. So the first thing we're going to do is ink, of course. We have to ink. think Grace and Claire are talking to each other downstairs. I think that's who she's talking to. They talk all the time. I'm so glad they stayed close, even, you know, and half a country and an ocean apart. That worried me. I don't know why I let things worry me. Becky, there's my friend. Oh, good, Tammy. Yay! Oh, that makes me happy. I'm so excited for you. So fun. So fun. And then when you're in your journal, doing your journals, you can do, you know, all the other stuff. And it's so, you just open it up and you can remember what to do. All right, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a corner pocket with our little triangles and a corner tuck. Hey, Lori, how are you, friend? So we know these are pretty easy, right? Oh, you can't see. Look, I can see that you can't see. I saw it this time. So it's kind of hard to, doesn't want to move well because the paper, the backing paper is paper, but the paper I put on it is cardstock. So it's, you know, it finds a home and wants to stay, but that's all right. I'm going to bend it to my will. You better believe it. So here is this, just a little corner tuck. Little corner tuck. And we're going to do the same thing with the small. These are both from the one square. Well, they're not, but I must have used some other ones. I don't know what I did, but anyway, they're both the same size. And so then this one is going to go at the top. I don't do many top tucks, and I don't know why. I should. I totally should, because, you know, we tend to do everything on the bottom, and then the bottom of the book gets real fat, and the top is real skinny, and it could even out and not be as uneven, right? And so there is our top tuck. So there you go. Pocket number one, easy peasy. Top tuck and a bottom tuck. I'm going to hold on to this just for another minute while it dries. And now for this one, we're going to do 2 bottom tucks, but they're going to overlap. I think I'll put this one on top. Or do I like this one on top? I like that one on top. So this one's going to go on bottom. And same thing, like the smaller tucks, you're just going to do 2 sides. Put that on there. What y'all been doing today? Hey, Michelle and Mary. Good, Lori. Hey, Sue. How are you, sweet Sue? Okay, and I'm going to put this on here. And again, I am only going to glue these 2 sides. I'm not going to glue it where it overlaps. I'm just gluing the 2 sides. And please forgive me if I'm talking to you guys like your children. That is not my intent to talk down to anyone. And since it's kind of on it curls a little bit, I'm going to hold on to it for just a second. I always forget about putting 2 pockets like this together. It's so cute. And it's, here, let me find a piece of paper. So you have a pocket here, tuck here, a pocket here, and then you also have a little tuck here where you can put something else in, something small, little tag, little something. So we have those there. All right, there's number 2. Hey, from Georgia. How are you, Diane? Hey, Rebecca. Everybody's doing great today. Have plans for the evening. I think Claire and I are going to go Easter shopping when I'm finished.
We are?
Didn't we talk about that?
Oh, I forget.
Going to Hobby Lobby?
Oh, yeah.
She acts like she didn't know. What the world? I went ahead and tore my pages out and cut these like we did before. If anybody needs to see that, let me know. Well, I'll do it again. I do not mind. Okay, I think here I'm going to do the pocket tuck. So what you do, just take any size. I mean, it can be as little or as big as you want. And don't cut it exactly where it's even with the bottom. Cut it a little bit in. You want a little bit, just a little bit of the bottom to show. You can do it with scissors. You can do it on your cutter. It doesn't matter. Pulling your hair out. Oh, Rebecca, I get it. Oops, I lost myself. I get it. Absolutely. Oh, Becky, that's awesome. I'm glad. I love to hear you play music. I know everyone else does too. That is great. So we have this, and when you have this, when you pull from the bottom, so it makes it pop open. There's no magic or mystery. Just pull from the bottom and it pops open. I did go ahead and cut some paper. Well, I don't know why this is so short. Now, why is that so short? I did cut some paper that it's not the right size at all to go in this. I think this will go in the bottom. Will it? Yes, that goes in the bottom. So that fits there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and glue that in. It looks like I'm gonna have to cut some more papers. That's what I get for trying to be so ahead of myself, huh? Thinking I can get it all done. No, ma'am. Okay. Watching with no sound. Okay, I'm going to say hi, Jimmy Lynn. Let me find something to say it on. Well, you know, of course, when I'm looking for a pen or a pencil or a Sharpie. Hey, Debbie. You know. There we go. Hi, Jimmy Lou. All right. Debbie and Tammy. So good to see you guys. All right, let me find my little paper here. I think it's probably because I was trying to use up some paper. I think I need 4 inches. No, that isn't right. I need this to be 2 1/8. 2 1/8 by, yeah, about 4. Might do 4 1/8. Just for fun. And that should, nope, that's going to be too big. Let me get right at 2. Goodness, goodness. Oh, you have no sound? Well, Sue? 6 a.m. lying in bed watching the, oh, thank you, Robin. That is super sweet. But you're starting your day with me? Oh my gosh. That's awesome. I hope it'll be a good day. Holy Saturday already, right? Can everybody else can hear me, right? Will someone tell those that can't to try and go out and come back in? Because they can't hear me to say that. I'm sorry. Oh, okay, Mary. Okay. I understand. I have sound I hear. Oh, I see. Oh, you guys. You know, it's hard to read and understand. Good. Thank you. It's hard to read and understand when you're trying to read quickly. You know? All right, I'm going to go ahead and put my pull on because then I'm going to put paper over it right here. All right? So for my pull, I'm just going to put a little bit on either side. A little bit here, a little bit there. So, and you can, of course, decorate that pull. Now, I have, why is it that I thought this was so short? What in the world? Okay, this is about an inch. So about an inch is good there. I need 3/4 of an inch there. Yay! Oh, that's awesome, Robin. That's awesome. Congratulations. It is lots to look back on, isn't it? Good, bad, and indifferent. But that's something to say. That's amazing. Congratulations to you. No, I understood, Jimmy Lou. Thank you. Hey, Raquel and Stacy. All right, let's do 1 inch. Let's go ahead and do the 4 inches. And then we'll do 1 inch and 3/4 of an inch. All right, let's see if this is what it's supposed to be. Yes, okay, that's it. Well, next time I'm just going to wait and do it all with you guys because that's clearly what I'm doing now. I don't know if you all have watched or do watch the Vintage Journal. Vintage Journal? She used to be on TikTok, and she was on Facebook for a minute, but now she's mostly on YouTube. Well, every book she makes, she puts one of these little secret hiding spots in it. And that's where I learned to make them, was from her, from Kat at the Vintage Journal. She's great. If you guys don't watch her, do, because she's really good. And then a fun pocket, Liz. I love it. I think it's so fun. So I've got decorated there, I'm decorated there. So everything you can see when it's glued down is decorated. So we're just gonna put it on there. Glue the whole bottom down. You could, let's not glue the whole bottom down since we're making pockets. Let's make it a pocket. So just 3 sides. Oh, and I made weird 3 sides. I don't like pockets that come in from the seam of the book. But that's all right. Yes, Vicki, isn't she great? So there's that. I watch her. She's a lot of fun. Oh, no. Well, that wasn't ready. Let's try that again. Let's try it again. Hope I got it back where it was. Sometimes I forget that my glue doesn't set up immediately. Okay. Had to go change out flaps on 2 potties. Well, my goodness. Look at Molly being our resident plumber here. You the girl. I'm going to hold this down right here. All right. And there you go. It just opens up to where you can put little notes, little love notes, little hidey-hole notes, little bitty things in there. Isn't that cute? I love that pocket. I think that's a lot of fun. And then it folds flat. So, hey, Missy. So there's that one. Now what we're going to do is take the rest of the bag. So it's the whole bag. Sometimes you can glue these and make it a flat pocket. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make it, actually I'm going to make it a double pocket, and they're both going to have those left. But first what I'm going to do is cut this, because I don't like that ragged top like it is. So then I'm going to fold this up. Let's use, well, they're both that way. I'm going to fold this up like this. And all I'm going to do is fold it. Then I'm going to take this right here, and I'm only going to glue the front to the back. I'm not going to glue the inside. I'm going to leave them expandable. So the front to the back. Probably need some little notch outs, don't I? But since they're expandable, it's not going to be hard to tell that they're pockets. I knew it wasn't going to want to come all the way out because it's so thin. That's all right. You know, you guys know if you have thin paper like this, if you put another paper under it, oh, look, it's not even. But this is Ideas book, right? Ideas book. Rather be playing with paper. Girl, I hear you. Hi, Cheryl. Always rather be playing with paper. Yes. I don't know if I'm making this better or worse. Anyway, of course, ink around it. You know, you do you. Oh, this is so messy. Again, ideas book, ideas book, ideas book, right? That's what I keep saying. Oh, ideas book. Because this is super duper messy. All right. This is going to go here. And so here you have two little expandable pockets. And again, if you don't want them expandable, glue right here and right here on both sides, and it'll just be two flat pockets. And of course, decorate them better than what I've done, because that's a disaster. And I'm going to glue it down, you guessed it, as a pocket. As a pocket. So this way, we have a pocket here, a pocket here, a pocket here, and a pocket there. So you have 3 pockets. Hey, Teresa. 3 pockets, well, what has happened? 3 expandable pocket, or, well, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 expandable pockets and then the back pocket. That's what I'm trying to say. But, hang on now, I glued too much. There we go. Glue too much over here too. There we go. All right. I'm going to put this in the back so we know the back is also a pocket. But there's that. So that's kind of fun to have pockets like that. Oh my goodness, all the stuff in this book. I need to get just a bag, just a baggie, put it in that. Okay. Now we're going to go over here. Let's go ahead and glue these 2 pages together. Got my big glue out today. Sometimes I don't know which way I want them to stay, so I kind of glue them each way. Okay, I'm going to skip one more page, because I'm going to skip this page, and I'm going to tear these out, and then I'm going to glue those 2 together where I've torn out. That's like 5 pages. Well, it wants to tear out more than that. I don't want it to tear out more than that. Okay. Now, hey, Lori. Let me glue this down, and then I'll get to my last pocket. At least the last one I can think of today. I didn't YouTube for pockets. I should have. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to make, I took these 3 little envelopes I used last night, and we're going to use this, and you can make your little envelopes like this, but I just went ahead and took these, and we are going to use this to make an expandable ephemera pocket, okay? It's going to have a lid, not a lid, a cover on it, but it's going to be expandable wherever you put it. You don't have to glue it in. You can stick it under a belly band. It can go anywhere. But what you do, you take your first one, and you just glue about 1 inch in the middle, okay? And then your second one, the back goes to the front, just like you're stacking them. Make sure that glue catches. And then the second one, you do the same thing. Just about 1 inch in the middle. You'll do fine. Lori, you're so cute. How fun. All right, so we have 3. And you can see I've over glued. Imagine that. And they're expanding, right? All right, now what I'm gonna do is grab some more of this paper. This is, hey Sharonda, how are you doing today, friend? This is 4 inches. Hey Rose. So I'm going to, do I do exactly 4 inches? I am. I'm going to do exactly 4 inches. So I'm not matting this out. What I'm going to do, no wait. How does this go? It goes like this. It goes like this, and like this. That's how it goes. Okay. So I'm going to glue the front part on. Then I'm going to glue the back part on. And you can glue it just like it is because we're not putting anything on the sides. So it will still be, it'll still open, okay? It'll still open. There we go. Even if it's glued front and back, it'll still open. So this is the front. You can put a little notch here if you want. I think I might do that. And then I think I'm gonna make the top 2.5 inches. That looks good, doesn't it? Yeah. Isn't this paper fun? I just looked it up because, what about a Z pocket? We can do a Z pocket, Sue. We can do it. Debbie, I just looked it up. Oh gosh, shoot. Anyway, somebody wanted it yesterday, and so it's $10. It's $10 on Amazon, and it's 24 sheets, double-sided, 12 by 12 paper. Now the paper is cardstock, but it's not super duper cardstock, which is really nice to work with. It's great quality, it cuts well. So for what it is, Brenda Vanoy, she's who wanted it yesterday. So for what it is, I'm super pleased with it, and it's fun to use. So yeah, go get you some. Definitely. Okay, I'm going to, I have a new punch downstairs. I wonder what I did with it. I'm going to scallop these corners. Thanks, Debbie. I'm going to scallop these corners. So they're all fancy like. And I could scallop the rest, but I think I'm just going to leave it. And just do this one. Now that might be too long. Let's see. All right, let's go ahead and glue it on. And I'm putting glue on the envelope so that I don't glue it together. If I would have put glue on the wrap, I would have put it all the way to the top and I would have glued it together. So I've learned my lesson when it comes to gluing envelopes. Thanks, Lori. This still wants to stay. So we're still looking good. Still looking good. Okay, and this goes on the back. Okay, so we have our little ephemera keeper. And we could put all kinds of fun things in that. But we can put a closure on here. And I've got my brads today. What kind of closure? Let's see. What kind of closure? I bet we could, I just keep using this over and over. Let's not put all flower, just some flower. Oh, that's a pretty one. And then, oh, where did that paper go that I was using? I'll just use this. Okay, these are the two I want on the front. If I want that, maybe I only want, let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my goodness, I'm dropping it. Throwing ovals everywhere. Okay, I'm going to glue these together like we did the other day. It doesn't matter to me what they look like because they're not going to be the ones on top. 3 and 3, and then the one on top makes 4. So it's just making like a little button kind of thing. And the one on top, I'm sorry, my cup over there is making all kinds of noise. Okay, this is what I want on my flap, I believe. I want this to go on my flap. But we need to ink it, of course. Is that better? Yeah. All right. Get my awl. Okay, I'm just going to go right in the middle of my awl. Of my oval. And then I'm going to decide where I want that on here. I guess about, you think right there? Let's say right there. That looks good. Let's grab a brad. Let's get 2 while we're at it. I like using these even though they're super tiny. I think they're cute. They're working out perfect for my projects. I know I've got more brads around here. They're regular size ones, but that's even enough, isn't it? Good enough for jazz. My husband used to be in a jazz band when he was in college. He's a music major. Yeah, and then we'll put the second one right down there. Oh, or will we? It's too late, you guys. No, it's not. We'll handle it. I should have thought earlier. Oh, thank you, Lori. Thank you. I should have done this before I put the paper on, and then I wouldn't have to put anything under there to stop this from getting caught on anything. But I didn't think that far in advance. I totally should have. The scrapbook paper, it is Vintage Rose. I got it on Amazon. I just looked it up before I came live. It's $10, 24 sheets, double-sided sheets, 12 by 12 paper. It is, like I told them a while ago, it's cardstock, but it's not heavy cardstock. So it cuts well. I like it. I really like it a lot. So I recommend it, especially for $10. I think that's great. It's a great price. Oh, but I was saying I would have, before I put that on, punched it through here and then put the paper on. I wouldn't have to put the backing under it, but that's okay. I can put the backing under it. That's not a big deal. All right, I'm going to put, I didn't get all these lined up perfectly. And that's going to be okay too. Put my leaves. So I've got a flower on the top, leaves on the bottom. Gonna ink that while I'm over here. I mean, y'all can't see, but you know how to ink, right? Right. Okay. Now, let's decide where we need it. We need it right here. And actually, you know what? We could have put it here and just use that as a little flip-flop. We could have done that too. So you can always do that. I didn't. So I'm going to get in here and the very first, oh gosh, hang on. My fingers don't want to work. All right, I just got the very first layer. That's going to go all the way to the bottom, and I'm putting my little hole in there. I'm not pushing hard because I don't want to go all the way through all the layers. Okay, and now my brad, and you know what? I'm just pushing my brad to one side. The stems of it, I'm not opening it. I'm just pushing it to one side. I think that's okay. And then Actually, you know what? Look. Can you see that? How far down that is? I'm going to leave that be. It's going to be just fine. I'm not even going to put anything over it. But I am... Oh, can you see that? You can't see it. Let me try again. Can we see it now? Yeah, way down there in the bottom, you can see it. Okay, all right. So that's going to be that. Now, I'm going to get my little string, my favorite twine string, and it's going to go from the bottom to the top. And I don't have to wait on anything to dry or anything like that since I've got my brads. Okay, good. Good, good. You guys could see. If I was going to give this away or put it in a journal I was selling, I would certainly do something with that. Cover it up. Well, it looks like I should have separated the brad. All right, let me try again. Let me stick this back in here. And I'll separate the brad. Oh my goodness, that's funny. That part there. Doing this by feel because it's so far down in there, you really can't see it. Oh my goodness. Hang on. I'm sorry, you guys. There we go. There we go. There we go. It's in there. It's separated. Maybe that'll stay now. Okay. Here we go. Well, I've got a knot in here. How come? Oh, you can see that. I'm like, how come you can't see anything? You could see that. All right. I was wondering how it was getting up so tall, giving me so much room. Well, that's why, silly goose. Alrighty. I don't want all this tail. We can have a little tail, but I don't want a big tail. And then we just do this. We can go figure 8. We can go round and round. We can put a bead on the bottom. You know, whatever kind of, excuse me. Where are beads? I know I've got beads somewhere. Whatever kind of journal you're doing, you can just put a bead on the bottom. Let's just put a wooden one. I can get it out. You guys, I don't want that one. I want this one. Hopefully I can put enough knots in it. That's a pretty big hole to keep it. Well, goodness, now I'm not even getting it done. Put a bead on the bottom that matches, you know, the aesthetic of your journal. Whatever you want. You can put make a little, oh, you know what? I have yet to make hang tags with those bread closures. We might do that. We'll have to do that this month. We'll have to make some of those. There, that should work. There we go. Make a little hang tag. Ta-da! So, there we go. Open it up. Oh, one more. Open it up and put all your ephemera in. Isn't that fun? I think on the back I was supposed to only do half, but that's all right. Like I did on the front. But that'll be okay. This is coming a little bit loose. I don't want that. But now I got glue everywhere. All right, let's find a place to put it. Looks like this is the place. And you can put something over top this too, of course. I feel like I need to. Let me use this. And my ever-present. Well, where did it go? I thought it was my ever-present punch. Here it is. That could have been a tuck spot. I just ruined it for a tuck spot, didn't I? It's all right. Oh, that says mistake. It's not a mistake. Thanks, Sharonda. Maybe I should have been more mindful of what I was putting there. It's not a mistake. No. Okay, let's glue this down. And we'll glue it. Guess what? As a pocket. All right, so I'm going to hang on to this just a minute. And then we'll put some stuff in it. You guys, I just got a text. I just saw a text come through. Will you pray for my friend's mom? And that's all the more I want to put out there, just my friend's mom. She's having foot surgery, and it's kind of serious. So if you wouldn't mind just to please pray for her, we would all appreciate that. All right, there we go. So you've got all your places for your goodies. Tie it up. Let's tie it up this way. It's a little bit, it's expected to be wide. So you need to make it wide, of course. Put all kinds of goodies in it. And then thank you, Debbie. And then we'll stick this back in here. We know that's a pocket. All right, there we go. Oh my goodness, that took almost an hour. I expected to be done and off here in like 20 minutes. I didn't feel like I had much to offer today. So the pockets we did today were tuck spots, top and bottom. Oh, this is going to be a problem. Need to hang that out. Overlaid tuck spots that give you one place to put to tuck, two, and then a third place to tuck right here. And then our little secret pocket made into a pocket. It's kind of like our pocket we just did, but a big double pocket that is also a pocket. And then our ephemera pocket, ephemera organizer thing. All right, you guys. Well, so that was it for pockets. I'm just calling these pockets. We will have another, almost said episode. No. We'll have another class. I don't know what we're going to call it. We'll have another live with flip-flop pockets, because there are so many flip-flop pockets and there's so much fun to do. So we'll be doing that later on. Tomorrow, I think we're going to do tags. Let's do some tags tomorrow. Tomorrow, 11 o'clock. I feel like tags are pretty straightforward, but we'll see. We might make some pocket tags. I don't know if that needs to be separate or not. We'll see how long it's going to take. Okay? Yes, happy Easter to you too, Robin. Enjoy your day. Congratulations. I hope you have an awesome day today. Tell your hubby congratulations. All right, you guys. Well, that's it for today. I'll see y'all tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Don't forget, you're enough. I love you guys. Bye.